often tell my patients who are elderly, I say, listen, the American Plains Indians were nomadic. They traveled with the buffaloes, pitched a teepee, and they hunted, and they fished. And when the buffalo moved, well, they moved. And if you couldn't keep up with the tribe had no other alternative but to leave you behind. They would prop you up next to a tree, kiss you on the forehead, and then move on. And the coyotes and the buzzards would come. So it was your responsibility to keep up with the tribe. I think it was a French philosopher by the name of René Descartes. He said, I think, therefore I am. What is man? Who are we? Why are we here? I think many of you will agree with me that these last 2.5, 3 years have been absolutely mind-boggling. You know, I'll be the first one to admit, years of working in the emergency room, monitors, helicopters, ambulances, gunshot wounds, you name it, that I have post-traumatic stress syndrome and some OCD from that. Of course, I've had some in my personal life as well. I think we all have. I've got a friend I went to military school with that has PTSD. He sails boats because getting on the water helps calm him down. And I can relate to that. You know, living in the West, in this age in which we do, with the technology, the information age, the matrix of religion, politics, philosophy, medicine, politics, banking, all of it. It's enough to make you a little stir crazy. But you always have to come down to earth, and that's a good thing. You have family and friends, and people that understand you or try to understand you. God, gold, gun, goats, title, or deed is all a man needs to be free. Peace, love. You know, when I say my prayers in the morning, I say, God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, that which is, the Alpha, the Omega, the forever shall be. I give you thanks and praise for this day, for the roof over my head, the food in my belly, the warmth and comfort of my home, my water that runs clean and warm, my friends, my family, my health, may it not fail me today. Amen. You know, I had a patient once over in Murfreesboro. She was from France. Her family said that she would sundown. If you're familiar with sundowners. And she lived on the border of France when German soldiers invaded France. And she would relive that in her head. You know, post-traumatic stress, very real. Pray for peace. Oh man, the South was right. You understand that the South was right. Jefferson Davis was right. All wars are fought over real estate, the commodities that exist on that real estate, and the money systems or currency systems that move those commodities. And it gets intricate and
a deep web of debt. But if you look at Benjamin, Judah P. Benjamin, he escaped through Sarasota, Florida, went back and became Queen's Counsel in England. He's probably one of Rothschild's agents. There was a lot of theory, the Knights of the Golden Circle and whatnot, that basically wanted to split the United States in half, half going towards Mexico and half going towards Canada and whatnot. And these were the banking houses of Europe playing that fiat currency game, which we're seeing the money laundering going on now in the Ukraine and all this that's going on. But until we return to sound money, well, your $66 trillion in supposed debt in Proverbs, which was written thousands of years ago, says that the borrower is slave to the lender. All right, you're not going to believe this, but the first Jews are those that gave homage to God. Personally, I'm just looking for the black survivors, the Rasta and the Buffalo Soldiers. Mitch, here's one thing I do know and have learned the hard way. Willie Nelson smokes weed, and he's still playing music. Elvis Presley, on the other hand, got a lot of prescription meds from his doctors and is deader than a doorknob. And there's pictures of him wanting to be a DEA agent with Richard Nixon. Go figure. The FDA still has cannabis listed as a Scheduled I narcotic. I think it was a French philosopher by the name of René Descartes. He said, "I think, therefore I am." What is man? Who are we? Why are we here? What controls us? What is our purpose?